Bro, I'm even pulling out my Fof for this.
Oh yeah. Look at them. Look at the service to your left.
Whoa, I don't know what they're
They
doing.
got a limo, man. We were talking about limos earlier.
Yo, limo low tier limo moment. Wait, is that a wedding?
I don't know.
There's somebody in a
It's
dress.
a very big dress. Yeah. She's in a very.
It's a poof. Yeah, I love walls like these when you drive.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool, honestly. Kind of a fan.
This whole area is really pretty though.
Actually, since I pulled out my phone, do you want to do it?
Do what?
The podcast?
Are you gonna record it on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, dude. Hold on. I gotta be entertaining. Oh gosh. Hold on. We gotta think about this. Yeah, we can do it. I don't care.
All right, we're doing it.
All right, we're doing it now.
Welcome to episode 14.5 of the Zeez podcast. Catching Zeez podcast.
Now,
we're
are you
here.
gonna upload this before? You think before the 15th drops?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Then it's 14.5.
Yeah, it is. Because we're in the car, so bad audio, funny moments. We're here, chilling here with not only RaceCar 67, but also
Satch boy.
Satchy from
Launch Planet.
Launch? What did I call it earlier? Like big large sphere or something?
Yeah, you call it big large sphere.
small big sphere. Something stupid like that. So yeah, we got road moment. We're currently on a roller coaster thingy trip thing. What would you call this? Because like we're kind of going to like multiple different places.
Wisconsin Coaster Con. I don't know. Like it's like a coaster adventure, credit hunting. Traveling up into Wisconsin now. We're leaving Santa's Village in Dundee, Illinois. Now
As we were calling it Satan's Village the whole time because we thought it was super funny.
Yeah, it was really funny. And like Rudolph, it was really funny. Like,
yeah, okay.
Rudolph. Anyways. Yeah, so we're working our way up here to Little America. I don't know the town that is. I think it's like not Oshkosh. Oshkosh, my gosh. But I don't know the name of the town that.
You can just ask your GPS. Hey GPS.
No, bro, I can't. I'm
all right.
Too busy Google mapping. Okay?
That's fine.
Too busy driving and Google mapping. But we're about an hour and 52 minutes away from this next location. I think this is probably like all the parks probably gonna be the most entertaining in a sense. I guess Zeez, you should give a rundown of what your opinions and thoughts were of not Little America, Satan's Village.
Satan's Village, yeah. So Satan's Village was pretty cool. If you want more information on this trip, we're recording a video on it. I actually tried out. If you can see back there, my laptop is transferring over. I bought some like glasses, and I was wearing them on the rides to get some awesome POV footage. So hopefully, we'll be able to like use that. Hopefully, it turned out well. I also had like a little clip-on mic, so I could record audio at the same time.
Yeah.
And we're hoping the video turns out pretty good. I don't know when it's gonna come out because it might take a minute or two to edit, especially with all like the audio stuff. But so far it's been fun. Honestly, Satan's Village, there wasn't really too much there. We had like some funny petting moments with some animals. There were some goats and pigs and whatnot. There was a crazy worm. It was awesome.
It was actually quite bonkers.
It was, yeah. There was like 4, I guess, rides. Well, the freaking blizzard wasn't really, right?
Well, yeah, no, so what we went there for is, since I'm a coaster enthusiast, you cut down, try to ride every coaster as I can. There's 3 roller coasters there. There was the wacky worm, like Zeez said, and then he had it's like Farmer's Fling. Farmer's Fling, yeah. Yeah, which was the piece of spinner, and then their largest coaster was a Galaxy, and that was called Super Cyclone. It had a really weird restraint system on the first ride. You'll see this. The ride operator didn't even pull our lap bar down at all, so we rode with the lap bar up the entire time. We didn't pull down either. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, we literally did it.
They had like this whole like harness, like this over-the-shoulder harness thing, which is like way more restraints than you ever see on this type of rides. So we weren't in any harm in any way, shape, or form. But I just thought it was interesting you didn't pull that down.
Yeah, we were fun with it.
Anyways, so
there was also a blizzard though, which technically doesn't count as like a credit of a coaster.
no, it's
but it was like a carnival ride. It was very fun though.
Inverting pendulum inverting pendulums are like swing rides that spin and you flip all the way upside down, full inversion. It was a good ride. Oh, there's Casey's, bro.
What?
Casey's General Store. When I did the Iowa coaster trip, we had to like stop at a bunch of Casey's because they were like, "Oh, dude, gas is so much cheaper here." Oh, I should have went.
What did we get? Like 370 or something?
No, it was like 385.
Ooh, okay. Definitely would have better to go to the Casey moment.
You know, I tried to get food at the other place too. Casey's has like most of them at least have like their own kitchen because they're famous for like their pizzas. Like
oh, really?
Wow. Yeah, their breakfast pizzas are like a whole thing.
Do they count as we were just talking about gas stations earlier, actually. Just like what type of is it a gas station or is it like a?
Well, yeah, all gas stations are like technically convenience stores, right?
Right.
So yeah, it's just basically just a gas station brand, and then oh crap, I was supposed to turn left here, dude.
It's okay.
I was too busy
podcasting moment. It's okay. You know what? Turn on the funny. Turn on the Google voice if you need it. They'll interrupt and we can yell at them and it'll be super funny.
I wonder.
I'll cut this out of the podcast. I'm not gonna cut it out.
Hold on.
Copyright. Oh wait, no. Wait, is it? Yeah, this is the what was it?
Expedition Everest.
Yeah, Expedition Everest OST Disney World.
You mean Disney's Animal Kingdom? Oh my gosh.
That's right.
Proper park, bro.
Yo, I'm sorry.
8 miles.
That's a lot of miles.
Yeah, it's not. There we go.
Continue on South Main Street for half a mile.
All right. Well, you heard me mess up my navigation.
It's okay. You know what? You're multitasking. You're doing more of the work than I. All I have to do is hold up a phone. You know?
Yeah. Do we have this on as background music or I can turn it off?
In a quarter mile, use the left 2 lanes to turn
Alright,
left.
we're turning it off.
You know, it was good for a bit. It was good for a bit. If it gets me copyrighted, you know what? I blame you.
It ain't copyrighted, dude.
Are you sure? It's Disney.
I don't know. I don't
Disney
think,
loves to copyright.
No, they haven't ever officially released this, I don't think. This is like stuff that people like will record from either speakers or get audio files from like Imagineers and stuff. And they'll be like, hey, can we have the audio for this? And they're like, alright, sure.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto US 14 West.
That's pretty cool.
So, Mexican Independence Day, something really interesting that we're driving around and seeing is tons and tons of Mexican flags at the back of like pickup trucks over there.
I'm not really seeing them anymore, but when we were near Satan's Village.
Oh, dude, there were so many. That's probably more a Mexican affluent neighborhood, right? So, yeah, it was just really, it's really interesting.
I
didn't know about this until my girlfriend was telling me about it last night because she was trying to celebrate today-ish, but has conflicts or whatever, and she was sad about it.
Did you say there's anything like specific to celebrate, or is it just like, you know, celebrating Mexico?
Mexican independence from, I don't know if it's America or Spain. So I'm not really sure. But obviously it's a big cultural thing, and it's really cool to see so many people like flying the flags out and like celebrating it.
Yeah, for sure. Either way, just like going out on a trip has been fun because again, I mentioned previously on podcasts that I don't really get out too much, and earlier today actually I was a bit nervous because you had like some troubles with your car.
No, the Prius is a perfect vehicle. No way.
Okay.
There's never once been an issue happening with my car.
All right. Anyway, so I totally made that up. But if it did happen, hypothetically, yeah, if hypothetically it did happen, I was actually going to be pretty disappointed because I was actually really looking forward to this trip. I didn't say this, but I was actually really excited that I didn't even hardly get any sleep. I only got like 2.5 hours of sleep because I couldn't go to sleep.
Well,
I was
off,
like,
you have like a really like. You tend to stay up pretty late editing, right?
That's true. My sleep schedule did not help, but I definitely could have like gone to sleep a little bit earlier. But I was like, ooh, do I have this? Do I have this? I'm gonna prep this, and yeah. I like stayed up too late, and then I also started rewatching One Piece live action because it was pretty good. And then I kind of.
So you like it?
It's good. Yeah, I thought it was good. But
nice. Oh, you had a video on it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
For AirPods.
But yeah. Well. Yesterday when I was trying to go to sleep, there are some nights where, you know, you try to go to sleep and you just can't.
Yeah.
So at least yesterday, when I was trying to go to sleep, or I guess earlier today I should say, it was probably like at 4 in the morning, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna sleep when it comes to me, because like at some points that's just what you gotta do. You just give up and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna do whatever and give up because I just can't go to sleep. So that's kind of what happened yesterday. But then I woke up around like 7 o'clock, prepped everything up, and then waited for you. And then hypothetical car issues definitely didn't happen. But I was a bit worried because I was like, oh man, I was looking forward to the trip, actually getting outside of my house for once. Because like, besides taking my daily walks, like I said, I really don't get out too much. So it's nice to.
Should have pulled over for earlier.
But no, I'm very happy that you invited me on the trip. I'm having a good time so far.
Cool.
and we still got a lot more stuff to do. Like we have like 3 places to visit, and we only visited 1 so far. So.
Yep. Yeah. So it makes me think. First off, you're talking about like not being able to sleep. If you were just like laid down, like right on your back, and like held perfectly still, and held your eyes closed for like a long period of time.
Yep.
Yeah. Like sometimes that works. I don't know. Like if you just stay
does,
perfectly still, but like. I don't want to stay perfectly still. I want to look at things. I want to like. You know, sometimes my mind's just thinking too much, and I want to like delve in on those thoughts.
What my dad used to do that he kind of taught to me, which I don't really think works that well for me, but it's something to try, is to
just
like,
knocking yourself out, like hitting yourself as hard as you can.
Yeah. Is to slowly move every single part of your body, but like try to do it individually. Like so, first like start with your toes, move your toes, then move your feet. Then move your like your ankles and rotate your feet around, and then try to like move your like your shins and knees, then your legs, and then just like keep working your way all the way up to your head, and just kind of keep on cycling through that. It's supposed to be like a like a rhythmic thing, so it distracts you. Kind of, yeah. Like you just like
keeps your mind occupied while you're still kind of awake.
Right, and like
it's too mundane for you to like really stay actively engaged. Yeah.
Right, and it also stops you from like shifting, because if you can't get into a comfort position, you're thinking about that when you're trying to go to sleep. When you're like trying to think more about moving each part of your body, you're not really thinking about shifting or whatever. So it works for some people. My dad says it helps them go to sleep. For me, at least, it doesn't really work too much, because my brain is always just like, ooh, what if this happened to my favorite character? Or just silly stuff like that. Like I played the new like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC, and like one of the characters was really cool, and I was like, yo, I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen to this character in the next part of the DLC. So that's kind of what I was thinking about. I was listening to his theme yesterday. I actually downloaded it on my phone, and I was listening to it before you came, and I was like, yo, this is pretty hype, bro.
I like how the gas right here is 373 and there it's 389. What the heck?
It's competition, bro.
It's like opposite. Usually when they're competing gas stations are next to each other, they match prices.
I don't know, man. Maybe they did it like just now. Who knows?
I can't remember a time like where I stayed awake because I was just so excited for something. I remember when I was a kid, like when I go to Cedar Point or something, like that would be like a night I'd get like an hour and a half of sleep, and then I'd be awake for do a 14-hour park day. But like when I was like a kid, like I was just so excited because like I didn't have the opportunity to go to parks all the time. Now I do because I have a car and money and stuff. So it's I'm like jaded to it now. I'm like, yeah, it's just dead park.
Yeah.
Who cares? But no, I get what you mean though.
Again, it doesn't happen to me often as much as it does to you, because like again, I don't get out much. But it's also just like I'm a person who just gets excited easily. Man, I literally get excited. Literally, this happens to me anytime there's something. Like there was a Nintendo Direct like a few days ago.
Yeah.
I had trouble sleeping before that because I was like, oh, I wonder what's gonna be in it. I just get naturally excited for things. I'm just somebody who just gets excited for pretty much anything.
Well, getting excited is a fun emotional response. It's better than just being like dull and dead.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Speaking of getting out, just trying
you get out the car right now, okay, bro?
Yeah, speaking of getting out, you need to get out right
okay,
now.
bro. I'm taking freaking little small.
Do not take small Satch man with you.
I'm taking Satch. Satch, you're coming with me, bro.
Satch boy.
What were you saying though? Besides getting out of the car right now, currently, as we're going like 60 miles an hour.
Like we're going to 3 parks this trip. I'm trying to think how many parks I've been to this year alone. I've been to this is easily my record year.
Yeah, you've been going on like a lot of trips.
Not new places obviously all the time. I like to revisit old places. Busch Gardens, Tampa, the 4 Disney parks, so Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Magic Kingdom. And then I went to Islands of Adventure.
Wait, when did you go to Disney World?
Like
when was
there
it?
in May.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was a really fun trip. It was the first time I actually went to the Disney parks, aside from when I went to Epcot in 21 as an adult, which was a really awesome experience. I really took a lot out of it. As someone who's like a coaster enthusiast, there's 2 huge aspects to like the fandom, which is like the roller coaster people and the theme park people, but I feel like you need to have a good grasp of both to truly appreciate a lot of things that go on.
Right.
A lot of the subtle details with parks are like what the high-end stuff is, what the low-end stuff is, how people seem to like try to match or completely match Disney in terms of theming or presentation. And I don't know, it just adds to your overall appreciation of the industry. So yeah, no, that was a really fun experience. And then, when I was at the Disney World trip, I passed over 200 credits though, and my 200 credit was
baby.
Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Amazing.
The Chris Pratt ride? Was Chris Pratt there?
No, Mario was there though.
Oh, okay. I see.
I thought Mario was there.
I wish he was there so I could shake his hand and be like, "Hello, Chris Pratt." Hello, crispy rat, and he'd be like, "Let me break it down," and then he does a funny Chris Pratt dance from the Guardians movie. When
Isn't Chris Pratt kind of old? He's like 40.
Yeah, I think
45.
so. I don't know.
It's just interesting. He plays like such, I guess, young-ish characters. I don't know. Like, I guess I consider them young, but like younger than he is. I guess.
He just feels like default male protagonist guy.
He is kind of default male protagonist guy. That's a good evaluation of him.
I mean, he literally was Emmett from the Lego Movie, who's literally default male protagonist guy.
Hey, dude, I don't like the Emmett slander here.
Emmett's hype, bro. I like Emmett.
So, yeah, after that, I did the Iowa trip, which was a really good, just awesome opportunity. I got to visit Lost Island Theme Park, which is one of the first theme parks that really have opened in America that aren't like Disney and stuff. It's like Disney on a smaller scale, and they really do an excellent job, and they really need the attendance to stay alive. So if you're just listening to this and you live near Iowa, please go to Lost Island. It's totally worth it. There's a whole narrative. Like if you download their app, like there's like
lore?
things you can scan in like in the paths, like in the ground. It'll detect like where you're at and like add the lore, and, like build this whole thing up. None of them are. There's no IPs. It's all like original storytelling that they come up with themselves in the park.
That's actually so cool. What
No,
the
yeah,
heck?
yeah. They do such a great job. The only thing like
What's
it
like
is
the
so-
theme? Is there like a theme?
So
Is it
Lost
like
Island,
fantasy
it's
or
very similar to The Last Airbender. So
Really?
Lost
Oh, okay.
Island, they have like these little like gremlin guys. I don't really know, but they all represent like different like types of power, like wind, fire,
okay.
earth, water.
So it's like its complete own experience.
Air.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, So kind of similar to Avatar to an extent there, and yeah. So there's like 5 themed lands, and then they're all on their own little islands. Sort of, not really. They're not on their own little islands. Kind of, sort of are. Sometimes you cross their bridges to get to them.
Half a mile. Keep right to
but
stay
it's
on
just-
US
Shut
14.
up!
Yeah,
Birds!
Not on the podcast, but
I'm sorry. I gotta look at the birds. Ooh, oh, listen to the birds. I'm gonna guess how many birds there are. 240.
at least 3.
You're probably closer.
All right.
I think one actually just pooped. Literally.
Oh
on
my
your
god,
car.
dude! Dude, bird moment, bird
That's
up!
actually such a bird up moment. For a second, I was like, did my camera like crack or something? I know it's just bird.
Dude, you got that
moment.
live on film!
I literally did. Oh my gosh.
What the heck?
What the bird?
What the wonk?
That is a bird moment.
Oh, man, bird wonk moment.
I was freaking out about these birds, and look what they do to you, bro.
Yeah, that's what I get from saying 3.
They're like, there's more of us, bro.
Bro,
They
there's
prove
way
it.
more of those. You're dumb. So yeah, after that I did the Iowa trip, which was a really good, just awesome opportunity. I got to visit Lost Island Theme Park, which is one of the first theme parks that really have opened in America that aren't like Disney and stuff. It's like Disney on a smaller scale, and they really do an excellent job, and they really need the attendance to stay alive. So if you're just listening to this and you live near Iowa, please go to Lost Island. It's totally worth it. There's a whole narrative. Like if you download their app, like there's like
lore?
things you can scan in like in the paths, like in the ground. It'll detect like where you're at and like add the lore, like build
that's
this
cool.
whole thing up. None of them are. There's no IPs. It's all like original storytelling that they come up with themselves in the park.
That's actually so cool. What
No,
the
yeah,
heck?
yeah. They do such a great job. The only thing like
What's
it
like
is
the
so-
theme? Is there like a theme?
So
Is it
Lost
like
Island,
fantasy
it's
or
very similar to The Last Airbender. So
Really?
Lost
Oh, okay.
Island, they have like these little like gremlin guys. I don't really know, but they all represent like different like types of power, like wind, fire,
okay.
earth, water.
So it's like its complete own experience.
Air.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, So kind of similar to Avatar to an extent there, and yeah. So there's like 5 themed lands, and then they're all on their own little islands. Sort of, not really. They're not on their own little islands. Kind of, sort of are. Sometimes you cross their bridges to get to them.
Half a mile. Keep right to
but
stay
it's
on
just-
US
Shut
14.
up!
It's really
There's
interesting,
actually
like-
some corn. Well, there was corn.
Is this soy gum right here? Like the
Soy?
Soy gum? Or no?
I don't even know, bro. And if it's not corn, then it's soybeans. Well, there's corn. Corn moment. A little corn. Say hi to the corn, guys. In the comments, say hello, corn.
Corn up.
Corn up.
Press 1 for corn.
Yeah, literally.
Whoa.
All corn, all corn. Chat, guys, chat. There's live stream, by the way, chat.
Chat, press 1 for corn.
You actually
Yeah.
said, wait, was it you or was it Emmy who said you didn't like corn? We were doing, okay, this is off podcast. We were just talking with each other after we filmed the podcast.
Yeah, it was cringe, indifferent, or based.
Yeah, cringe, indifferent, or based. And didn't you say corn was cringe?
No, I didn't.
What was
no,
Emmy?
Emmy
said corn was.
She said indifferent.
Okay, like, corn's based, 100%.
Like what? It's like one of the most based vegetables ever. Like,
I know.
yeah, I get like nutritionally it's not the best, but it's based, dude.
It is definitely
based. It's amazing. I have a story. We were driving. This is like, it's kind of late at night. I got a hotel between Arnold's Park and Des Moines, Iowa, where Adventureland's at, and we're taking this long drive through the middle of the night through the country. We're, like I said, we're kind of going like kind of gravelly old back roads. We're all kind of getting sleepy in the car. It's been a long day. It's like almost 1 a.m. at this point. We're gonna get to the hotel at 1 a.m. right after a very long day, and so all of a sudden we're going on this back road and we're kind of falling asleep. We're going like 70 miles per hour down it. This raccoon runs out in front of us.
Oh dear.
And our friend Mason, he swerves to try to avoid it. He swerves left, even though the raccoon's running left across the road.
Oh no.
He swerves left, swerves right, hits the raccoon, and then spins out. He spins out and we like go off the road. Like dust is like everywhere, but we didn't flip, and we went again this middle of the night. 70 mile per hour, almost flip.
All because of this freaking coon.
Yeah, all because of this raccoon here. And yeah, we went around the car, checked for scratches and damages. Raccoon was smashed.
Poor guy.
And scared the living out of us. Or crap, sorry.
It's fine. This is edited out, bro.
Easily the best coaster in Iowa is Monster at Adventureland. I don't know where I ranked it on my list. I think it's like 20 something.
That's pretty good.
20.
Out of like 200.
Yeah,
It's in the top 10%.
Yeah, it's a very, very good ride. Amazing ride. Great hang time through ton of inversions, like tons of different forces, good, like some good airtime moments. The vertical lift and like the drop is like pure ejector airtime. It carries good speed through the whole layout. Like there's like 5 inversions, all of them are unique, interesting profiling elements.
Look at that gazebo.
And the best part, nice gazebo. The best part was there was like heavy metal music that they like play in the queue.
What?
So they do like the whole shapey spiel, right? Where it's like, it's just like, you ever see like the radio, like TTS, or like the text to speech bots?
Oh yeah.
It was like the text to speech bot, like reading the safety things over like heavy metal. Like it was like a
Please, you keep your hands inside.
No, but it was like a keep your hands inside the car at all times. I don't know what it is. Like if you heard the voice, like I've heard it online a bunch of times. Like it's not the TikTok voice.
Yeah. Please keep your hands inside the vehicle at all.
If you ever, it's the same exact voice that the old YouTube channel called. It was like a Reddit channel on YouTube. It's called Radio TTS. Reddit. It used the same voice as what he has, and then they had a female text-to-speech voice, and it did Spanish. So there's like this Spanish like robot lady speaking over heavy metal. Such like a Midwestern Iowa thing, like just heavy metal going through the queue. I've done 2 trips to Cedar Point.
I'm gonna interrupt you here. The houses around here actually look really nice.
What?
Whoa! Whoa! Is that the Grim Reaper?
Woody, I just saw Woody.
Woody?
Anyways,
Sorry.
No, you're good, dude.
This is a fun area. Sorry, I like looking at the areas. This is a nice area.
No, go for it, bro. Go for it. Absolutely. Play with the camera.
Whoa, guys! Hope you get into this motion sickness. We were talking a lot about just like driving. You know, you have to commit a lot to drive to these things. And I've talked about how I have a bit of a fear of driving and how I am not the biggest fan of it. Yeah. So I do appreciate you being the one behind the wheel. But you know, do you ever find yourself like being like, oh man, this one's pretty far away? It's gonna be like, do you ever like not looking forward to like the drive, especially when you're not like with company or whatever? Or do you really just not care too much?
I don't care too much. like honestly, like I've done some solo trips. I don't go solo that often, but I do some solo trips, and it's not like a big deal. I wouldn't do anything more than like Kings Island is like 3 hours from where I'm at. Cedar Point, I'll sometimes do solo, but it's 4.5 hours away. I don't really want to do that solo. So I try not to go too many times solo places. But like, you know, tomorrow, like the drive back from Green Bay, like it's pretty far.
Yeah.
Not I'm not totally looking, not Green Bay. Green Bay, I'm sorry. No, not totally looking forward to that, but it's gonna be fun. But aside from that, no, not really. It doesn't really bother me. like I said, if there's anything that's like way too far away, I think like my cutoff, like mentally in my head, is like more than 10 hours.
That's a lot.
Then I would fly after that.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, honestly, like for me,
Like,
if I drive over 20 minutes, I'm miserable. And I'm like, somebody gonna hit me. This is a nice little area. It's kind of
Main Street Country Store. That's cute.
I like that. That's a nice
Default
looking
old
little
guy
store.
outside too.
Yo, random default old guy catching
Ooh, look at this
strays,
used
bro.
furniture. That's such a cute store.
I know
The
that
vines
this is
growing
like
up
this is a cute area.
This
I
is
like
a really
it.
cute little town. I don't even know what town we're in.
And yet you all
First,
oh, look at that default old guy.
Turn left to stay on US
First
14 West.
Wisconian town.
Oh, bro, this is actually kind of a nice area. I like it. The trees are pretty. The buildings are pretty. There's a default old guy.
Default old guys.
One day it will be default old guys. You ever think about that?
Yeah.
Unless we get hit by like a bus right now, we're gonna be default old guys. That's crazy. One day, one of these chumps, one of these like 20-year-old chumps is gonna be filming us and be like, look at that
default old guy. What an idiot.
He's old. Look at him. Why
Turn
he's so
left to
stupid
stay
and
on
old.
US 14 West.
Dude, you know what's interesting? Whenever you bring up people dying, you always say getting hit by a bus.
I just think it's funny. They're
Like
saying
that's
by a
always
bus.
like the default death that people have, and you're like, whenever you describe people dying, oh, what if they get hit by a bus? Like,
Yeah, that's what if, oh, I didn't mention Mr. Beast yet. I said, what if Mr. Beast got hit by a bus before? You know.
oh yeah. We have,
You have to get the
last
Mr. Beast.
episode, did you not mention him at all?
I don't think so. Anyway, guys,
Nice.
Mr. Beast,
West for
Mr.
12
Beast.
miles.
We have to make Mr.
Guys,
Beast.
get your
content.
Zeez bingo car out. He has like you mentioned Mr. Beast. Talk
Yeah.
about your content. That's 2 bingos.
Did I talk about my content?
Not yet. The algorithm, bro.
The algorithm. The algorithm. My face with the algorithm. Sad.
Sad.
Bro, everybody used to the algorithm. If I met the algorithm in real life, I'm gonna throw hands with the algorithm. No, I right now I have 3 capture card 3DSs. I would like to have like 5 or 6. Literally, I think I mentioned this to you one time, but one of my dreams is to like have 4 people all having like a capture card 3DS, and I'm like recording all of them, and like editing it into like one big funny video, like a Mario player, but like have 4 screens or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That would be crazy because nobody like commits to something like that, right?
Right.
Nobody commits to like the multiplayer, and like DS has crazy multiplayer.
Oh yeah, like multiplayer. I get what you mean. Like
Yeah, because
multiplayer
yeah,
content.
you've done. I know you don't really use too much of the DSs, but like, you probably like play like DS download play like whenever a friend would bring theirs or whatever.
Yeah.
You play like Mario Kart or whatever.
Yeah.
And like if I was able to like record all those screens,
Yeah.
Man, it would
I've
just be
totally
so
never
crazy.
seen like a group play on DS games ever.
and there's so many good ones too.
Right. Yeah. The DS was huge
And I feel like there's like a market there that I
in
get
party
like,
play. Yeah. Like
definitely-
most games. I'm not games are. Yeah.
and like there's so many like just games out there that I just feel like nobody's really played and can be really really funny with like the right presentation.
Look at this lion.
What do you think he's thinking about? You think he's thinking about subscribing?
Like how it's script.
Or I think he's eating that football. He's actually eating it. Dude,
Half a mile. Turn left to stay on US 14 West.
don't listen to her. Listen to me. Keep going straight and don't stop. Full
Alright, here we
speed.
go.
Full
Right in the
send.
back of this guy.
Yeah. Keep going straight. Full send. If there's a tree, just go jump.
Okay. You got jump command, right? Did you unlock the jump command?
I made Sanj do it. It should be
I'm starving to death. He didn't do it.
Whatever. You imagine you just jump in a car. I wish a car had a double jump ability. Just jump.
Turn left to stay on US 14 West.
It would be
Dude,
pretty
you know
awesome.
like those crazy aggressive drivers? They double jump constantly like over people. And they probably hit people.
100%. They would double jump and not realize there's another person in front of them and smash her onto the car.
I feel like, you know, like you gotta worry about drunk drivers, double jumping. Oh my gosh, dude. That'd be...
Dude, I you know, I don't know if you, I guess you don't play, I don't know what that was. I haven't been doing enough games, but sometimes like whenever you're just running in a game, you'll just like also jump just because why not? So I feel like people would do that with cars where they're just jumping for no reason other than just like, you know, fixate their own boredom.
Jump.
They just jump. And that's it. They just do it just because they're bored.
Bro, go! Thank you.
The road rage moment. You'll be yelling at the cars, bro.
Bro, had to go!
Are you the protagonist of Cars 4?
No, actually, I'm not.
Okay. I just wanted to check in. I want to make sure, you know. I was a little bit curious, you know. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to be curious about Cars 4. Did I tell you that Toy Story 5 is gonna be a thing?
Wait,
Probably
is it
knew about
actually?
it. Yeah, it is.
No, really?
Yeah, it is.
I feel like 4 was like after like the narrative of Andy, it had like a really good conclusion.
Apparently, Andy's actually coming back in 5 too.
Oh,
I know, bro. I know. You think it's gonna be like Andy's kids are just gonna now have the toys?
So something like my thought. On
It should have
Toy
ended with
Story-
3, bro. I'm sorry.
This is totally unrelated, but my thought on Toy Story 4, it's actually like a key moment, like where Western animation, like big budget Western animation, like prioritized like super hyper realism. Like that was like the peak of it. I remember when I watched Toy Story 4, like everything like looked so real, like the water falling in the drains. It was like almost watching like a live action movie. It was so
Really?
well animated, some portions of it. But the thing is
I mean,
like,
I've still never seen it.
I watched it in theaters when it came out. And the reason I say this is like, you know, nowadays a lot of big name animation budgets are like for more stylized things. Like
Yeah.
I've talked about this
Like
before, but-
Spider-Man,
yeah, like Into
Puss
the
in
Spider-Verse,
Boots.
Yeah, Puss in Boots. The new Teenage
Bad
Mutant-
Guys.
Yeah, Bad Guys, New Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that are performing.
You butchered that
I could
song.
not.
You butchered that
Teenage
song.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Mutants. Teenage Mutant.
Chimchimbucket Myrtles.
I sure do love Teenage Mutant Ninja Nerdle.
Donatello Reggiello.
I call him Deletino.
Parker Deletano. DiGiorno Pizza.
This is bootleg
Master
Ninja Turtles.
Ratman.
This is literally bootleg Ninja Turtles paper shredder. What's the brain guy's name? Like Krang or something?
I don't know.
Craig, Krieg, Krug,
Well, like-
Cran. I forget.
Anyways, a lot of like big name studios, and you can even see this with Pixar. Like the first thing that you can notice is like Turning Red like became more stylized a little bit. Like a lot of them, like they're like slightly pushing towards more.
Was it?
CG.
I guess it was a little stylized, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like Pixar was really trying to push for the
Yeah.
hyper realism. Like the fabric looks so
Right,
real,
right.
the
Like
hair,
Soul,
like, flows.
Luca,
Yes,
whatever.
yeah, exactly, right. We're like, yeah, it still has like the bubbly looking characters, but like the textures, everything looked really realistic.
Right.
Turning Red, I guess not as much, but it was more like the faces had a little more squash, squish.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Stretch and squish. What is it? I think that's the term.
It didn't.
right?
Yeah, it didn't really feel like Pixar.
It kind of felt Pixar. I don't know. I still felt pretty Pixar, but I don't know. I guess it didn't really fully stick because Elemental is kind of like not ultra like stylized, right? Aside from like how they play with the animation, like yeah, sure.
No,
like,
I guess
that
it feels.
element.
It definitely feels more like a Pixar, like classic type of thing.
What other Pixar movies or Disney animated movies that came out since Turning Red?
I'm trying to think of like actually Disney movies. I don't even know, really. Honestly, I don't really. Did you watch that Chip and Dale movie? That was Disney, right?
No.
You didn't. The Chip and Dale reboot or whatever. That movie was like a bunch of crossovers and whatnot.
No,
I thought it was funny. People like were pretty decisive, or not. People were like pretty split on whether it was good or bad. I thought it was just fun. I don't think it was meant to be taken seriously. I thought it was just a fun
The only
movie.
things I watched and get opinions from was what the PNG tuber covers. So if it
Oh yeah,
doesn't
the
cover-
PNG tuber, bro.
if it
Yeah,
doesn't cover it, yeah, I don't know about it.
that's fair.
Didn't that mermaid movie not do too well? The DreamWorks one.
Oh yeah, Teenage Kraken, Ruby Gilmore, whatever.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine.
Did you watch it?
I just thought it was fine.
Okay, I never saw
I
it.
thought it was good.
Did you like the twist where the mermaid is the villain?
Bro, how do you even know that?
I thought like you could tell from like the marketing. Like I thought that was like the whole gimmick.
Really?
Yeah, you could tell from like how she's like advertised that she's the villain, right?
Oh.
I thought like I remember the trailers.
Oh
came
well,
out,
yeah,
and it was,
yeah,
like-
okay, yeah, no, she definitely is like the villain for sure.
Right, like-
but she's like the super villain. She's not even like a freaking mermaid. Well, I guess spoilers, but I don't even want to say it. But she's the villain. I mean, it was pretty clear from the trailers, but there's like an extra layer as to why she's the villain.
Right, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's just like Shrek." They're doing the whole play on the Disney movies, like because like Shrek was like, the thing was it made fun of Pixar in this extent that like it took you to this fantasy world, but it didn't treat itself seriously. It was like about like a comedy, and you're focusing on the
Yeah, and then like it's just like
it made fun of royalty and all that kind of stuff. Like it just kind of poked fun at like the entire
Disney. Yeah,
fantasy
it was
world.
like an entire flip of like what Disney kind of did.
Yeah, exactly. And people were saying that about. I thought people were trying to say that at least when the trailer came out for like Ruby Gilman. It's
I
like
don't know. I mean, I guess it had like the Little Mermaid type.
Yeah,
little
it's
thing,
basically
but-
like the anti like Little Mermaid, like the fantasy pretty girl is the villain, like she's the bad person. Like,
Yeah, and then you got funny Squid Game.
Squid Girl.
Squid Game.
Squid Game?
Yeah, Squid Game.
Oh, they literally just animated Squid Game?
Yeah, actually.
Where'd we going? It just cuts to Squid Game. Squid Game.
Me when I see a square, a triangle, and a circle.
I think it's really interesting how much of a cultural phenomenon that was just so randomly overnight.
Yeah, and now like rarely ever people talk about it.
Yeah, I never hear Squid Game jokes anymore. It peaked. You know when Squid Game died? It died at the climax when Mr. Beast made his version of Squid Game.
I know. He made his Squid Game video, and then it was like popular for like a week. Yeah.
Silent, yeah.
I think there is supposed to be a season 2 coming out for it.
Did you ever see like some people? I watched some guy who made a behind the scenes thing where like he made something for that Squid Game video. Like the whole like production and like timeline behind it is just insane. How quickly he made that.
Yeah.
And how large the sets were actually.
Nah, dude. Again, we were talking about Mr. Beast earlier, but Mr. Beast goes crazy, bro.
Mr. Beast.
He's fast. He does things fast. He does things well. He does things
Is that his
efficient.
biggest video though? Like probably you'd think.
Actually, some of his latest videos have beat it in terms of how good they were at the start. Like I think the Squid Game is
I'm
still
not
his
talking about
most
how
viewed.
good it is, but I'm talking about like how in terms of like large scale production. Fully hired staff, massive sets, props.
Yeah, I mean, I think he reuses some of the sets, but he did every single country in the world battles for like the trophy or whatever. And I think he reused some of the Squid Game sets for that, but that was a pretty big one, honestly. Look at the hearts on that. That's crazy. That's what you should do this video, guys.
Hard comment, subscribe.
Hard to comment, sub, bro. All right, either way, that's gonna be it for the 14.5 podcast. Bit of a ramble here, but you know what? It's just a road trip, and we're having a grand old time. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I guess we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.